All right, very well then. If you are in a place right now where you are starting to awaken, not just on your journey, but you're having awakening after awakening after awakening, it's like revelations are just stunning your consciousness right now. Your guides are all up on you, and you're just starting to wonder, like, the patterns in my life, in my relationship, in my friendships, even in myself. If you're wondering why things keep replaying and keep reoccurring, especially in your relationships, even within yourself in the relationship, and this video is for you. On today's video, we're going to get in depth in understanding karmic relationships and how it has absolutely nothing to do with the other person, but it has everything to do with what you need to heal. So might as well just get into this. Beautiful beings, welcome back to another episode on Embracing the Ascension series. My name is Brittany Fontenez. If you're new to this channel, what I speak about on this channel is spirituality, emotional awareness, esoteric content, all that good cosmic wisdom to simplify your spiritual journey. Also, if you're looking for a tarot card reading, if you're looking for healing assistance, or if you're looking just for someone to talk to really just who can get you, boo-boo, just all my services are in the link in the description below this video. It's time that we get on our healing. It's time that we start making ourselves a priority. So do not hesitate to reach out, because guess what? This is a safe place for you here. I guarantee you that. But welcome back on another episode. I'm feeling so good putting content out every single freaking day, especially on my social media. If you don't follow me, go follow me on Instagram, as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment. And you might as well like this video and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification button, boo, whatever resonates with you. But I want to get into the depth of sharing my experience with karmic relationships. Now, I know right now on the planet, a lot of twins are coming to unionship. And if anything, I'm realizing before you get into unionship with your twin, you're going to be face-to-face or reoccurring karmic relationships. And I feel like a lot of people are so distorted about what a karmic relationship is, what a soul contract is. Understanding that soulmates, karmic relationships, they're all contracts that your soul has assigned before you came onto this planet. I know I'm not going to get in depth. That's for another video. But before we get into this, please understand there is no judgment here about anyone. I'm not here to talk about anyone. I'm not here to judge anyone. We all have our own stories. We all have our own pain. So there's no point in pointing the finger and blaming someone else because of what keeps reoccurring in your life. Because it has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with yourself, the relationship you have with yourself. So you might be asking, what the hell is a karmic relationship? Well, with my experience, I realized a karmic relationship is someone who is, most people say, narcissistic or codependent. No. A karmic relationship is a soul contract that your soul has assigned for you to and that other person to come together so you can relive your wounds. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. The reason why we have to relive our wounds is because there's things we still need to heal from. If you're on this spiritual journey, then you have to understand there is an endless process of evolution. You're ascending, not descending. So you're growing, you're learning, you're embracing your true essence as a divine spiritual being in a human form. So your soul goes through these different experiences so you can evolve and learn more about yourself. And what's beautiful about this, not only you do this to help the collective, but you're doing this to help yourself to live a more fulfilling and rewarding life from all the lessons you have learned. So a karmic relationship, if you guys really want to know, this has nothing to do with twin flames. This has nothing to do, if you want to know about your twin flame, this video is not for you. This is about the lessons you need to learn before you even can get into unionship. And the twin flame unionship is not even about another person. It's just still about yourself. That's the thing. This whole journey is about yourself. And I'm in the process, you guys, of learning a lot about myself and realizing how closed off my heart was and how much I paid so much attention to the outer world and not myself. And I see why things keep reoccurring in my life and not changing. So I'm being motherfucking real with y'all. This is real life, yo. So a karmic relationship is one where it's all about It's all about addictions, sex, drugs, alcohol, or it could be all about feeling a pull that's very, very toxic, or a karmic relationship is just about feeling like you can't be yourself, being judged, getting a lot of jealousy, getting gaslighted. I mean, there's so much to it, you guys. Like, for me, for example, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Majority of my relationships I've had in my life, I was codependent. And the codependent person does have narcissistic tendencies. So I do have the truth within me. I do have the courage to face my bullshit. And that's why I come to you guys and say, yo, this is time that we stop playing the victim and stop blaming and start realizing we are the problem too in our own lives, in our own experiences that we are allowing into our life. So I had to realize I was really codependent. I would call so much. I would call. Especially my last relationship. That one tore me apart because I realized that how much I was relying on another person to make me happy, how much I was isolating myself and not being open with the world, how much my heart was closed off, and how selfish I was. But not only that, I realized all the addictions I had that I was keeping to myself for years that I never told anyone, it bursted out. It bursted out to the point that when I did tell this person my huge addiction that I had, it was like lights out, they disappeared. Oh, that's another way of a karmic relationship, is that someone is in and out, or they only call you for sex, or they only call you when you need something and ignore you. It's another sign. Someone needed to hear that. But and I realized, when I finally told this person, they just left, they just ran. And I'm like, out of all the times I've forgiven you, out of all the chances I've given you, when I finally am honest and open, when we're going to start over, it's like you bounce. So it's like, I felt used, I felt used. I'm not going to lie, you guys, I felt fucking used. And I gave all of myself. And I know you're going to look at me like, Bray, you stupid. Listen, I ain't stupid, but yo, we can have a tendency to be naive when it comes to giving our heart to people. And karmic relationships are so beautiful. And I know after hearing what I just said, you're like, how the fuck is it beautiful? Well, here's the thing. It's so beautiful because that person is a mirror of things that you keep ignoring within yourself. And most people are not willing to see it that way because they play the victim. But if you have a courageous heart and you really want to heal yourself, and you really want to ascend, and you really want to help the collective, then you're going to be willing to be brave enough and see the limitations, see the imperfections within yourself with no fucking shame. And I want to share that with you guys, is that if you had a karmic relationship, or you're in a karmic relationship, have no shame, have no guilt for your wrongdoings, and look at it as a lesson, as a precious lesson, because this is what karmic relationships are about. They're about your lessons to clear out your old karma that no longer serves you, that no longer serves your light, your divinity, your love, your joy. But here's the thing. If you haven't watched my video about spiritual bypassing and toxic positivity, go watch that, because this is not about bypassing bullshit. Like if someone just leaves, oh, I'm going to get someone else. No. This is about, oh, if this keeps happening in my life, what's in it? What's inside of me? What's inside of me that allows this? What's inside of me that makes this occur? What's within me that thinks that this is acceptable and this is what I'm worth and this is who I am? And you guys, these relationships are so precious because it's literally just a gift from the universe showing you how much you want to be a better person, how much you want to change, how much you want to show up for yourself instead of the world. It makes you realize, for me, I realized I had narcissistic tendencies. I realized I was really codependent. I was a people pleaser. I was giving so much of myself. And I realized I didn't have a sense of self-worth. And I was blaming that person, but I'm like, wow, I'm the guilty one. I'm the one who did it wrong. That person did wrong. They hurt me too, but it's not even about them. It's about, I hurt myself. So what do I need to do to love myself? What do I need to do to see the value within me that I don't need anyone else to see that? You see what I'm saying? So if you are in a space where you're healing from a karmic relationship, because that bond is so strong, it's hard to break, because you had karmas from past lives too. So you're clearing that out for your ancestral line and from your past lives in order for you to move swiftly and in harmony with your future and your true mission here on earth and your purpose. So, if you're in a state of learning to let go of a karmic relationship and it's really tough for you, the one thing I'm going to share with you is that when you are going through the process of analyzing your wounds, do not judge yourself, and do not judge the other person. Have compassion, because these relationships show you how much you guys are hurting and how much wounds you guys have. Have no judgment, because we all have a story. We all have pain. We all have things that we have gone through that we didn't resolve because it's so suppressed and rooted within us that we don't want to face it. So have no judgment. Have no shame. It is a lesson. It's not a life sentence. So do not judge the person in yourself. Bring yourself in a place of unconditional love, because listen, love is the only thing that's going to save you. Love is the only thing that's going to help you be self-aware. And love is the only thing that's really going to be your guide to changing your life. So that's the fact. That's a freaking fact. Now, another way to help yourself go through this karmic relationship is that stop trying to be so strong. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Stop being so strong. What I mean by that is that we tried so hard to move on. We tried to ignore things. But here's the thing. With these relationships, they're meant to break us down. They're meant to break us down. They're meant to show us the cracks within our hearts that we haven't mended yet. They're meant to show us, okay, what patterns in these relationships have shown me how much I've forgotten myself, and how does that ripple out into how I grew up? Because listen, little do we know, we attract people who are like the relationships we have with our parents. So what relationship did I have with my parents? Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be real. Allow yourself to be honest. Because this shit is about honesty, you guys. I'm just being real. If you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with no one else, and people are going to see right fucking through you. Don't do that to yourself. Be vulnerable. Shut down. For me, you guys, I had to ask my roommate. He didn't even know me. He doesn't even know me like that, but I had to ask him for a hug. I had to ask him to lay in my bed with me because I was shaking profusely. Like, that's how guilty I felt. That's how hurt I felt. That's how broken I felt. And it's like, and you guys, this is way different than a breakup. Karmic relationships are way different than breakup. They're internalized deconstructing of yourself to rebuild a new foundation. It's a breaking of an old foundation of how you lived to build a new foundation. That's like literally ripping out the identity of a person that was so rooted in that personality. And that's how I felt. It was like he kept hugging me, and then I finally was able to share all the pain I've been through. And I was like, I heard myself like, damn, I've been through all that shit. Fuck. And then it's beautiful because when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you make yourself responsible though for the mistakes and the wrongdoings you have, but you give yourself recognition of like, wow, I've been through so much. So I see why I was hurting, and I see why I hurt this person, because I just wanted someone to see me. And that's why I tried so hard to have someone see me, when people are only going to meet you at the level they met themselves. So just being real with you guys, be vulnerable. Stop trying to be so strong, And the last tip I would give is like this is coming off straight from my head, straight from my heart, because this is my experience. The one thing that's helped me with karmic relationships is that one thing, you have to make your heart a priority, not your mind. When it comes to karmic relationships, you're gonna go crazy, bro. You're gonna go crazy because you're realizing narcissistic patterns, codependency patterns, self-imposing patterns, low self-esteem patterns. You're noticing self-sacrifice patterns. You're noticing all of these patterns, and the mind could be so tricked up is because the ego wants to make everything understandable. But when it comes to soul contracts, it's not supposed to be logically understood. It's supposed to be felt, because the heart is about feeling, and feeling is healing. So you have to focus on your heart. You have to put all your attention in here, because yourself needs you. at that time. That's when your inner child is going to need you the most, because you're going to be dealing with deep-seated wounds that you suppress, that you didn't even know you suppressed. They're going to uprise. They're going to make your body shake. They're going to make you feel weak. They're going to make you feel like you puke, and you just be like, holy fuck, what is this? So you have to focus on your heart, because where the heart is, you guys, it's not only what love is. This is where you are. You're right here. This is where you are. You are nowhere else but here. Right here, you guys. When you can stop putting the focus on outer things, when you can sit with yourself, when you can stop being on YouTube, on social media, when you can stop thinking about the past, when you can stop thinking about the future, and you stop thinking, when you stop being up here and just choose to just put your attention on here. Oh, you're gonna realize how much of a blockage there was. You're gonna realize, wow, I've been seeking love in all the wrong ways when love is right here, but I don't feel it, so that's why I haven't received it. So, just here, you guys. You have to put your focus on here, because the heart is more powerful than the brain. It creates more neurons, and the heart was the first thing ever created before the body within the womb. So you have to put all your attention right here, because guess what? Karmic relationships are to teach you how to go back to divine, how to go back to the relationship you have with God, source, universe, whatever you want to use the word. It's just a word. Don't get hooked up on it. But it teaches you how to go back to your true essence, which is that unconditional, which is you don't need no one. You don't need everything. Everything you seek is already within you. So you have to go back where you belong, which is right here, which is where home is. This is where home is. And if you feel numb, if you feel like there's a blockage, work on that. Your body sends you messages of pain, of emotions, because it signals to you, you need to come back home and you need to work on yourself. Right now, you just got out of karmic relationships, or you just realized you were in a karmic relationship, or you're in one in the process of leaving one. Make yourself a priority. Set those boundaries. Realize your worth. Realize what you deserve, and realize right now it's not the time for the outer world. It's not the time for relationships. It's time to nurture thyself, because the self needs you more than anyone. And this is the time where you're gonna learn how to fill your own cup up, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, you guys, because you're gonna realize how much you neglected yourself, and then you're gonna realize how much you were neglected when you were a child. So give yourself some time. Do not judge. Do not judge the other person. Stop trying to be so strong, and make this a priority. And I guarantee you, love will lead the way for everything to work out for you. Just take care of this. Other than that, you beautiful being, I hope this helps. If it does, like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel. If you're looking for someone to talk to, if you feel like you're in a tough place where you're just like, no one understands, but this resonated with you, all my services are in the link in the description below. Go check it out, you guys. This is a safe place where you're here, and trust me, you are not alone. And follow me on Instagram. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. With bliss and love, I adore you all. Namaste.